Hello, friends. It's almost the top of the hour, and I'm excited to be here. If you don't know me, my name is Bonnie Devonish, and I am the Superstar Director of the Flava Collective down in, I am in the Gulf Coast of Florida right now with Hurricane Elsa knocking at our door. But all's good right now. So I have Wi-Fi and electricity, and we're ready to go. I've got some of my leaders here who are going to also share. And we want to basically talk about how July doesn't need to be a low month or a J month. If you've ever heard of direct sales saying J months are awful and they're slow and whatever, I looked back at our July last year and I was blown away by the sales. I mean, obviously we were in hyper growth, everyone in Cincy was, but our July was amazing last year. And I have goals, for our whole group to do the same and even better. So we decided we would come together and sort of figure out together how we could help each other make our July amazing, because we have all of this momentum that we've had through spring and summer catalog, and we don't want to just let it go zoop, before we ramp back up for fall. A moving thing stays, I don't know that physics term, but it's something like a moving thing stays in motion. It's harder to start something that's not moving, right? So if you stop and then have to restart, it takes more energy. So if something stays in motion, then you gain momentum and it's easier to stay moving forward. I knew it at one point in my life, but y'all can just put it in the comments if you know it, you physicists out there. Okay, so what we're calling tonight is transition training. Keep your sizzling summer momentum for a fantastic fall. And first of all, for those of you who are new or watching this as in the recording who are newer and have never been through a transition before, transition just means we're in the last month of our catalog season, spring, summer, and we're getting ready to launch our new catalog season, August 1st for fall. And a lot of things that Cincy gives us are very helpful, and we want you to be set up for the best month you can have. So we're going to tell you exactly what you need to do and give you some ideas of things that we do that maybe you will pick one or two and try it this month. So first of all, you need to use what Cincy gives us. And the first thing that is super helpful that Cincy gives us is our discontinued list, right? So how many of you can raise your hand if you've printed off this discontinued list? There's a little raise hand button if you don't want to show your face. Awesome. Do you know where to find this discontinued list? I'm going to show you. All right, so I have a bunch of people who say they have a hard time finding things on our workstation, and I've done some video screen shares for people. Oh wait, why isn't it letting me? Hold on. Oh, there we go. That have helped people. So I hope this will help you as well. All right, so we're going to be on the Cincy dashboard, and can everybody see my dashboard? Okay, so over here on the left, you're going to see Cincy Success. You're going to click that. Then instead of going up here to the search bar, which everyone uses the search bar, right? I'll tell you something, a secret. The search bar is really picky about the words and the spelling that you use. If you add an S to a word that doesn't need an S, then they're going to not show you something, and you're going to beat up your computer because it's not showing you what you need. So instead of doing discontinued list or whatever you might type here in the search bar, this is what I want you to do. Go over here to filters. And of course, on your phone, it's going to look a little different, but go to marketing, because when you're looking for any type of image or PDF, it's going to be in the marketing part. Then come down here to content type and click on PDF, and then apply filters. Then the trick is come down over here to the top right and click Sort Latest, apply filters, and it will be in one of these top few because it was just recently posted, right? So you're going to see all the PDFs that are very pertinent to what you need right now, like the showcase brochure, all the systems, the shooting star kit, and down here is the discontinued items list. So when you click it, it's going to come up as preview PDF, and you're probably not going to be able to see this because it's in a different browser or a different window, but there's a top right button that's like a download. If you download that, then you can print it off. Does that make sense? All right. The other thing that you can do is go to, there's two different graphics groups that I typically go to that always have the pretty graphics that show like pictures of discontinued items. One is Makes Sense, SCENTS, Sensible Flyers, and the other one is Graphics Chicks. Will somebody type that in the comment in the chat? I can probably do it. I can't do two things at one time. On Facebook, it has an X at the end. And then the Makes Sense one is awesome. And they have really beautiful flyers that you can use to be very specific with what you're showing people. So the way that I always like to post on my VIP group or my wall or on Instagram is to target like just the fragrances or just the bars or just the flowers that are going away or just the scent packs. And you want to make it personal when you do that and say, oh my gosh, I love using scent circles in my trash can. That was a post that I did today, so I'm just thinking of it. But these scent circles are going to be gone after the last of the month. I'm going to stock up now and then just leave it at that. And then you want to go be personal, and Leslie's going to talk about that in a minute. The other thing you need to be thinking about doing is all of the paper that you have from spring, summer stuff, like your product lists and your showcase brochures and your catalogs that are spring, summer, you need to get them in the hands of anyone who will take them right now. You don't want to be held with them at the end of the catalog season. So different ways you can do that is I love mailing product sheets. And I mailed a product sheet in my mailers this month just because you have so many on a pad, right? And then I printed out this. If it's not in your group, let us know and we will get it to you. I put it in my group, but I'll give it to all the leaders for them to print. But this right here is Last Chance, and it gives all the fragrances. And then down in the corner down here is Scentsy Club. Because what you want is to get in front of your customers that if one of their fragrances is on this discontinued list, they need to put at least the bar in the Scentsy Club. That is going to be perpetual income for you, perpetual PRV for you that you're not even going to have to worry about in months to come. So this is an amazing month for Scentsy Club, and we're going to talk about that more in a second. The other thing that I'm doing that was an amazing something that Jen came up with, I think, but she's not here because she's working, is these little lifesaver rolls. So we all that are in here, have been in here for over a year, have tons of testers that are still available right now for spring, summer, but are going to be gone after this month, right? So she just popped them out. She put them in like a little cellophane wrap that looks like a lifesaver roll. And then Carrie came up with this cute little saying. It says, I'm gifting you this sweet treat made to heat, not to eat, filled with a variety of flavors as a thank you to me, my true lifesaver. So it's super cute, super easy. And I'm going to be using these for all my hostesses, gifts, and VIPs to give them. What I've been doing is attaching them to this card. And then I've highlighted the fragrances that are in the lifesaver roll. so that they know what fragrances are in here. Using your stickers up as well is another way to get that smell under their noses. What else? All right, we're going to come back to me in a bit, but is Carrie on here? I haven't noticed if she popped on. Are you here, Carrie?
Yes, hi. Sorry, I was
Awesome. No worries.
After
No
the
worries.
recording started. You know, lots of wind and flickering power, and I don't know why we must be on the weird grid or something. It's not like grid. It's not really doing much. It's just windy. So I wanted to share about being your own best customer during the transition month, and also about how to get new customers. So one of the best things that we have at our fingertips is Scentsy Club, for your own, being your own best customer. What I do is when the discontinued list comes out, you know, every catalog season I find a favorite fragrance, you know, in the fall and winter and spring and summer. There's usually like a new fragrance that I fall all in love with. I've been here for 10 years with Scentsy, and my absolute go-to obviously is, well, not obvious to some of you, but to the people who know me, is Luna. But I always find one or two scents that I just become like a brand new favorite. And, you know, I'm sure a lot of you have that too. So this catalog season, it's Coastal Sunset. And I know that I'm going to jam my Scentsy Club with that one, at least until the next catalog comes out, because it may come back. But if it doesn't, I have to put it in Scentsy Club just to make sure that I always get that bar. So I have several scents in my Scentsy Club that, you know, have went away and not returned, and or have come back and bring back my bar. You know, that's one of the great perks of it. So what I do when the discontinued list comes out, as I said, is take and compare that to, I'll get my catalog or the showcase brochure. I like it because it shows all the scents on the flat page there. And I'll compare, like, okay, and go through and check mark which ones are discontinued. And then I have it, you know, kind of like a flat sheet showing me, you know, side by side, all of it. And then I'll say, okay, this one's my favorite, that's my favorite. So then I can go on Scentsy Club and say, you know, how seriously hardcore of my favorite is that, and how many of it do I want to, you know, get, and how often or whatever. So if I have like a monthly Scentsy Club, or every 2 or every 3, however often you set it up, right? So then that's part of being your own best customer. Make sure you stock up on the waxes that are going away. And of course, you know, if it comes in other products like the room sprays or scent packs or whatever, you know, then obviously it's going to leave and be gone forever. So, you know, you can use the room sprays for multiple uses, and the scent packs in a variety of ways in your linen closets. I mean, they have multiple uses besides Scentsy Buddies. So I've seen people put them in closets, in linen closets, in their clothes closets, in dresser drawers, in their car. I mean, we all know that our scent packs have a variety of uses and can be put in many locations. So stocking up on your favorite scent of those is a wonderful thing to do, to be your own best customer, especially if it's a scent that you want to have. So that's how you can be your own best customer and get those products and get them on sale. So especially if it's in a bundle and save type situation, you know, you're saving even more. So now getting new customers is a little tricky sometimes. So, you know, we always go, oh, I only know so many people. How do I meet new people? The best way, number one way to meet new people is to ask your current customers to introduce you to new people. So when you're delivering their order, you can say to them, hey, you know, thank you so much for your order. I appreciate you. And the best thanks that you could give me is referring me to somebody. Who do you know who would love to get Coastal Sunset before it goes away and at a discount. Who do you know that loves a great deal? These things are leaving, and your friend referral to me is a great thank you for my business. And that 9 times out of 10, the people that love you will share you, and then you have new customers. You can gift them rewards for sharing your information if you choose to do that. Sometimes I give scent circles if they give referrals, or depending on what happens with the referral they give me, it might be a bigger surprise. And you can use Hostess rewards and things like that to do that. For people, it doesn't have to be a big expensive thing out of your pocket. Just depends on your budgeting and things like that. So but referrals are welcome, and that's what I tell people that I know. And the word of mouth is our best advertisement, right? So not just, use kind of like what big corporations and things say. Word of mouth advertising is how they get around too. So do we. So asking people to refer you, it's not like you shouldn't think of it in a negative way. It's how we're going to grow. So don't be afraid to do that. Another way to meet new people is to brand yourself. Oh, which you can't see me, but like I'm wearing my Scentsy right now. I usually have a hat on, but I'm indoors right now. So anyway, usually have a hat when I go out and about, or my Scentsy sunglasses. Oh my gosh, the people that see me in my Scentsy sunglasses and are like, oh my gosh, what does that say on the side? They think I'm so fashion. It's like Ray-Ban or Coach. I don't know, whatever. I'm just kidding. Anyway, but they everybody's always got something to say. And I'm like, oh, these are Scentsy. I love these Scentsy sunglasses. And then they want to talk about Scentsy. So if you're wearing Scentsy, anything with Scentsy on it, then that opens you up to have conversation about Scentsy to people who you do not know. Talk to strangers. That's my motto. Wherever you go, I don't care where you're at, gas station, grocery store, bank, doctor's office, talk about Scentsy. If you don't ask for their contact information, you can't follow up with them. So one thing that I try to carry with me at all times, talking about our product list, just because they're lightweight. I mean, you can't be lugging a big old bag of catalogs around with you necessarily. Now keep them in your car so you have something to say, oh, hey, let me go grab that. But if you're like in the place or whatever, it's kind of hard to carry that around. I'm a mom on the go. I'm busy. I don't have time for that sometimes. But so these are light and portable. It's the product sheet, right? I fold them up. I make a little cute, whoops, I dropped it. Make a cute little pouch. Okay. And then when you're making a sample, this is a felt one. It's super thin, super light. I just made these yesterday, so I didn't have time to actually put a sticker, but these are, this is a peeling apple. I'm still waiting for some Stargaze to come in the mail. My shipment didn't get here yet. Anyway, to make the Stargazer ones. And then, but so this is what I have. And then I just stick that down in the cute little pouch and has my label on it. And when I meet a stranger, I'm going to hand them this. And this is our whole catalog right here. Cost me barely anything, whatever, to give them this. And then I say, hey, and I have my phone with me, and I'm like, can I follow up with you in a couple days? And I get their contact information, and I use Amy, which is a great app to follow up, or I just put them in my contact list. If I'm like fumbling, usually with technology, sometimes I'm fumbling to find that, like it depends on how much of in a hurry you are or they are. Because sometimes, people are in a hurry and they whatever. So just depends on what the conversation's going like and how quick you are. But you can put in their contact information, but you should always get their contact information so that you can follow up. Or old school pad and a pen, do that too. I saw that somebody asked how to fold that, but honestly, there's really not a super big trick. There's ways on YouTube. I was gonna say TikTok, but I've never been on TikTok, so I don't know why I was gonna say that. Anyway, I just took it, like this, long ways, folded it in half. And then, how did I do that? Okay, folded it in half. Then I took a little piece of the bottom. I'm sorry, I'm doing this really bad. Took a little piece of the bottom, folded it again, and then tri-folded it and tucked, yep. And tucked in, I don't know if you guys can see this, I'm bad. Tucked that in and it made a little pocket on the other side. That's a better pocket. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And then there is a YouTube video. Yes. Okay, Bonnie, you're awesome. That makes it look better. Okay. So anyway, tuck the little pocket and then, but so there's really not a wrong way to do it, just as long as you get it in the hands of the people. But meeting strangers is what it's all about. So if you hand them something like that, or just even the sample with your label and name and, you know, and then make sure you get their contact info to follow up. Because I guarantee when you call them back in 3 days and you ask them, how did you like that? And have a conversation, you know, and make sure your website and tell them like, check it out. They'll give you some sort of feedback and that opens the gateway for you to do your whole pitch and thing. So, you know, go out there and meet new people. That's the best way. Talk to strangers. That's my advice. That's what I got. That's my time.
Awesome. Thank you, Carrie. Sorry, I was unmuting. Thanks.
No, it's okay.
So for those of you who didn't see the chat, we put the file for the postcard and the YouTube link for the folding of the paper so far in the chat. Okay. Now Leslie is going to share a little bit more exciting stuff.
Hi. Sorry, couldn't figure out how to unmute for a second. Hey, Chelsea, I see your babies. Hi, they're so sweet. So, okay, hi. Okay, there are two specific things. One that I have been doing for 2.5 years now, every catalog season, and it works like a charm at the end of every catalog season. And some of you may be doing this, some of you might not, and I'm excited to share it with you. And the other thing is something that I came up with, I don't even know how, last week. And so far it seems to be working. So first thing, okay, I'm not sharing my screen. Sorry, some of my text messages are coming through. Okay. First thing is, I am huge on follow-up and I try to do it. I make every Friday like dedicated to follow-up, my follow-up Friday. And I try to do a little bit of it every day, but Friday is like my main day for follow-up. I have my own system with it, but the biggest thing that I try to do with follow-up is connect with each customer individually and make it as personal as I can. Because one of my biggest fears in this business is to come across as spammy and unauthentic, I guess, because that's not who I am. So when it comes to follow-up, I try to keep it as personal as I can with each customer. And one of the greatest ways to do that is by utilizing your sales reports and your workstation. I'm going to show you how to do that. And connecting with each customer at the end of a catalog season and letting them know, hey, some of your favorites are leaving. And I'll tell you exactly what I say, how I make it personal. But first, let me show you how I come to where I need to be to share and to say what I need to say. Isn't that a John Mayer song? Okay, so I signed in to my workstation. You're going to click on reporting. Can you see my screen? Okay, cool. Just making sure. I'm going to come down here to view sales reports. And one thing I will say is that this always takes forever and a day to load. So be patient. I highly recommend doing it on your computer and not on your phone. I tend to get really pissed off at my phone whenever I'm trying to do it this way. Okay, you're going to go to product history right here. Click view. And
they have the promotion history working.
Oh,
the promotion one. Go back a step.
okay.
They just put it up.
Okay.
Not always there. Go back a step and just because it's,
Hold on. We're going to try it this way.
sorry, it wasn't there the other day.
Motions follow-up?
Yeah,
Okay. Star Wars, bring back
Discontinued
Disney Town. Oh, look at that. Okay. That's freaking sweet.
and then you still have to do the customer name and
Yes.
product.
Well, I don't do customer name. I go to the specific product. And since, is this it? Is this everything?
Yeah, that's everything. Everything.
What?
Yeah.
So
So if you check them all,
yes, you're gonna check them all. I focus on the scents, like the consumables that are leaving. I don't worry about the warmers because obviously, you know, I mean, I don't know, they might want to go back and order another warmer. Did I do it right? Yes. Right? Is that it?
yeah, and then you have to select all customers. Go to customer
Duh, thank you.
and select all. Yeah. there
I
you go.
haven't done it from this report. That's why
It's okay.
it's okay. And then we're gonna search. All right. And here we go. Hang on, I gotta minimize you guys for a second. Okay. So what I will do is I will export this report because then I can figure out who it is that I want to reach out to. For instance, Alicia here hasn't ordered this in a year, so I'm not going to reach out to her. And I know her personally. She orders when she needs to. It's all good. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to bring my new share to the front. Hold on. Is this it? Yep. Okay, can y'all see that? Yes, okay. So here we go. We're going to look at everything here and I figure out who ordered what. I usually print this out so I can highlight and stuff. So you're going to go work off of that and see who ordered what that is leaving, right? Hang on, stop share. Okay. And then I will usually text them based on their preferred method of contact. If it's text, I text. If it's Facebook, I Facebook. And I will say, I'll reach out. Usually I'll do like an Amy template because it's easier and just edit the fields that are necessary. I'll say, hey, heads up, some of your favorites are leaving, or no, hold on. Hey, heads up, we're getting a new catalog next month. Yay. That means that some of your current favorites are leaving at the end of this month. So I wanted to see if you wanted to stock up, or let me know if you want to stock up on any of these, or if I can help you add them to your Scentsy Club. And then I will list everything that it is that they have ordered, like lilacs and violets, gross, prickly pear and agave, what else? I can't even think off the top of my head. Y'all know what's leaving and what's not, right? And one thing that I'll do that kind of makes it eye-catching is I'll put an emoji next to the name of the fragrance that's leaving so that it kind of reminds them what it is. Because a lot of people will just skim through text, right? And wait for them to respond and tell me what they want, and ask them about Scentsy Club. And it works every time. I usually get a good amount of orders from that. People get like, oh my God, I can't lose that. Like pink cotton was devastating for so many customers last year when it went away migrated for the winter. So you never know. And that's the power is in the follow-up. It's letting them know this is leaving. Please, please, please stock up. Please add it to your Scentsy Club. So like I said, I've been doing it for a couple years now at the end of each catalog season. And I will say that I get more success with the spring, summer fragrances because people don't necessarily want fall, winter stuff year round, but they love the spring, summer stuff. Like they want pink cotton all year. They want what's prickly pear and agave. Bonnie's devastated about that one. So, just remind them that they can always get the bar. They need to stock up on the room spray. They need to stock up on the scent packs, like Carrie said. And another thing when it comes to Scentsy Club that I like to do is I like to record a video of myself adding to my own Scentsy Club so that they can see how easy it is to do, upload it to YouTube and share it with my VIPs or on my business page. And I try to do that every time I'm adding something to my Scentsy Club so that they can see this is how you do it. This is how easy it is. And I also walk through, this is what I get for free. This is what I get half off. Look how old this bar is. I still get it, stuff like that. Any questions about that? And then I'll tell you the next thing. Okay. So the other thing that is, I don't know how I thought of it. It just came to me. I'm going to show you what I did and then kind of explain it step by step. This is a personal special. So this is not endorsed by Scentsy. This is something that I'm doing on my own. If you do it, it is on your own. And I will say, please make sure that you're abiding by the guidelines so that you don't get notified by compliance that you didn't abide by the guidelines. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. Where are we? There we go. I did this on my VIP page as one of my Freebie Friday specials. Says, trust me, you're going to want to participate in this. Pick a number 1 through 65. Each number may only be claimed once. I will update the status as each number gets claimed. I will message you the details of your freebie once you comment. So people commented, and I'm going to show you, hang on. This is just an example. I messaged my friend Mary because she chose number 37. Hey, so number 37 gets you this, $3.70, that's for 37, off any purchase you make today through Sunday, and a sneak peek of page 37 in the new catalog. Also, if you make a purchase, that gets you $5 off of one item of your choice from the page you see when the new catalog launches. And then I take a screenshot of the new catalog page that she chose, didn't know she was choosing that, and I sent it to her. So that, I don't know if that makes sense, but if they choose to order and take advantage of the discount that I'm giving them, that is PRV for this month, and that's PRV for next month off of one of the items that they choose. If they want to choose again, totally fine. I let them choose again. And I'm going to be posting this every Friday from last Friday till the end of the month, and just getting people excited. And I had 3 or 4 people take advantage of it, and they were very excited. So yeah.
I just love that because it gives you PRV for 2 months. I mean, if they take advantage. And I did steal the idea. I mean, I borrowed it and it worked for me twice. So, I mean, not everybody's going to take you up on it. And then
Right.
we use Hostess Rewards for
Mhm.
now to get them what they, or something from our, hopefully it's something from
Yes.
what we have or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's
Um,
why the personal special, like
Right.
either, I mean, hopefully it's not coming out of my pocket, but I use the Hostess Rewards from a party. I'll see what I have in stock for whatever it is that they want to order. Just be smart about it always with personal specials. That's where you have to be careful. And same thing with next month, like, the $5 off, I plan on using Host Rewards there. So yeah,
I love it. Thank you for sharing.
welcome.
I will say real quick, don't blow your July sales by over posting your August new stuff. What will happen is if you start posting the new catalog, people will just say, oh, I'll just wait for the new catalog. You don't want that to happen. You want them to buy now. It's a 10% off month. Everything except for charitable cause, licensed, special products, and our Perfect Scentsy bundles is 10% off of the catalog. So use that to your advantage and get your sales for July, and then be intentional with sharing things from the new catalog that are coming for that hostess that might want to book because she's going to love that warmer that's in the new catalog, or the scent that's coming back, or something, or something like Leslie's doing with her special. So any questions on anything we shared or anything you want to add that you do? Oh, one quick thing that I do except for last year, I always do a last chance, first glance open house, and I usually do it in my home, and I haven't been able to do a home one, and I'm going to finally do one this year in my home. It's not going to be until August, actually, So it's really going to be just a first glance, but I will have stuff left over, I'm sure, from last chance. But you can do it online, do a last chance first glance. So they see all the stuff that's going away. Be really specific with the things you show if you're doing it online. If you have some in stock, show them. If you don't, just take pictures, styled pictures of maybe 15 things that are going away, and show those pictures in your party, and then show a couple sneak peeks of the catalog maybe. And it's only for the people that RSVP that they're coming. Any questions? I haven't checked the chat. Did you see these questions, Leslie? Yeah, you did. All right. Everybody's being shy.
Mm-hmm.
Anything anybody else wants to share that you do that we didn't cover? Excited about a great end of catalog? I am. Trying to get my basket parties out, as many testers as I can under people's noses, because you know that's what's going to sell.
For sure.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording
Okay.
unless anybody wants to jump in and chime or share something you're doing.
I totally love the bar report. I mean, the report that Sensi provides us. That is a huge, huge game changer. And it's so simple to follow the report and go back to your customers, even though they have a long time not ordering from you, but sending them a message, it sparks up the connection again. And you never know, they may just buy from you, even though they have a while not ordering from you.
That
So
happened.
yeah, that
Yeah.
one's great.
That happened to me last catalog. I had three customers who had not bought from me in 3 years. 3 years. Just because I sent them an email, they responded and said, "Oh my gosh, that's still available?" Like, only today. You better hurry.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it. You guys need to try your reports. That is one thing that's gold.
I was
Here's
going to
another
say
thing
someone old
also.
could become a new customer again. So, that's also, don't discount the fact that just because they haven't ordered with you in the last year, doesn't mean that they can't become a new customer,
For sure.
or a renewed customer, we'll say.
Right. Keep in mind also that the Amy app is amazing for tracking your customers' purchase histories. So I do that as well. I use the Sensi report and the Amy report. So it just helps to utilize whatever you have at your disposal to connect with your customers and keep them up to date and in the know.
Yes.
Sometimes it is all in the approach. I mean, if you reach out to someone and you're just like, "Hey, I'm Sensi, and I haven't talked to you in 3 years, but want to buy from me," then yeah, that's a mega turnoff. They're not going to just do that. If you reach out to them and you're genuine in your contact and you say, "I'm reinvesting in my business and I pulled up contact lists and you're on it, and I just want to see if you're interested in still being a part of my journey," something like that. Give them the option to tell you can't feel rejected if you haven't reached out to them in 3 years. So just be honest with yourself that you didn't reach out to them either. Maybe they didn't contact you to buy, but you haven't done anything with them either, maybe. So, but maybe it'll be a chance to make a new relationship happen.
Hi, I have a question, you guys. I'm fairly new, and I'm actually gonna bring up the Sensi Club to my customers for like the first time. But I also want to mention about them stocking up also. How do I contact them, or how do I tell them about it without having to seem sales pitchy or like I'm just trying to take their money? How do I make it a little personal?
I would concentrate on making it about them and saying, if this is a fragrance that you love, I don't want you to not be able to get it. We're not guaranteed that it's going to come back next spring. If you put it in a Scentsy Club subscription, which is super convenient for you, then you're guaranteed to get that as long as you have it in your club.
Would you like try and get them to stock up and then do the Scentsy Club, or just do one or the other, or just do Scentsy Club?
My problem is my customers they always just stock up. That I have only 10 customers who have done the Scentsy Club. It's not for me not trying. It's just they like it when I place their orders. So they just don't want to, even when I show them, how to do it. So a lot of times I will go above and beyond and make their club for them. I think it just all depends on if the person is tech savvy at all. Like some of my customers are much older and they don't do computer at all. And so they're scared of club. Even if I show them how easy it is, they still don't believe me. So it just really depends on the customer, I think. And you could say, like Leslie said, would you like to stock up or put it in your club so you can get it forever?
Mhm.
Okay,
give
because
them
I
the
don't have
choice.
anybody in my Scentsy Club, so I'd have to introduce it to them from scratch.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
Kind
this is
of
the perfect
sing
time
its
to do it.
praises and tell them it's free it's not a club that you have to pay for. It's free
Yeah.
to sign up. It's all you pay for is the product that you purchase. Just tell
That's
them,
one of the misconceptions, I think.
yes,
is
they're like,
if they have to pay for it.
yeah, just say, yeah, that basically that she just said.
Yeah. And like
Let's
Leslie
stock up
said,
or
doing
sign
a
up.
demo for them of how easy it is to do it, like do a screen share of you actually creating a club subscription, maybe we'll let them see how easy it is to do.
Mhm.
okay,
Crystal,
I will do that.
are you a Scentsy Club subscriber yourself?
Yes, I have two.
Awesome. That
I
helps
think I'm
a
gonna
lot
do
when you're
the.
trying to explain it, because you know personally how it works, so it makes it a little bit easier to explain it and share the benefits of doing it, and getting those consumables in their hands, because that is what
Yeah.
can really drive and help you get more subscribers. So that's awesome. Good.
One thing that I'm planning on doing with my customers is, I was talking about this with team members recently about how I'm like, why the H haven't I added this to my club yet? I'm always running out of it. And I think it's just silly that I haven't added it yet. It's just one of those that I say, oh, I need to add this, and then I forget about it, right? I'm going to ask my customers, what is one thing that you run out of that you frantically reorder? Like, what are you texting me about reordering? Most of the time it's washer whiffs. And I've always told them, add it to your freaking club so you can get it, but they haven't yet. And I want to find out, like, what is it that you are running out of that you cannot live without? Like, is it a bar? Is it a room spray? Is it pods? And okay, let's add that to a Scentsy Club for you so that you will not run out of it and you won't be in a tizzy frantically texting me at midnight, oh my God, I'm out of washer whiffs, I need to order them. So, ask them, maybe you can even make it fun. Like, all right, are you going to be devastated when you run out of this? Or are you going to be okay until next catalog season and it might come back? Because if you're going to be pissed off, you need to add it to your Scentsy Club. Or they're going to be sending you the hateful messages. Not really.
Why didn't you
But
tell me?
yeah, asking, why can't I get pink cotton? And then you're frantically asking everybody that oh my God, can I please get pink cotton? My customer needs 6 of them because they didn't add it to their Scentsy Club like I told them to. So just be real with them and say, listen, I can't guarantee it's coming back. So if you want it and you're going to run out of it in between now and February, please make a Scentsy Club and add it to them. Add it to it. So just level with them, get real.
For sure.
Thank you.
All right, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for sharing all your super fun ideas. I think a lot of people tend to kind of take the back burner and just kind of coast through the next couple of months. And it's different this year because transition is a month earlier than typical, right? And so it's a little weird. Like we haven't ever done it this early. So it feels a little weird to be doing it this early, but it's happening. So you have to be on top of your game and you have to do the things that you would typically do next month, this month, to help boost your July. And if you do the things that we've shared, that Bonnie and Carrie and Leslie have shared tonight, you will find success. It's just a matter of doing it, right? We talk about that a lot. Consistency and like making a list and a game plan and just going and doing it. That's half the battle. Coming up with the ideas is sometimes easy because everybody is so willing to share, but doing it is what is the hard part. So just make a game plan and pick a few things that you think would be beneficial for your business and your customers would appreciate and find value in, and just do it. Set aside a couple hours this week, next week, or a few like 30-minute blocks each day for the next week or whatever it is, whatever it looks like for you. But just set aside the time and actually do it. That's the hardest part. So that's the challenge for you, is to set aside some time to check off some of these things that these ladies shared tonight, because they're great. They're tried and true practices that we've done year over year after year that help us be successful. So I'm going to stop the recording. So thanks for tuning in.